When did Khemet become Mitsrayim, and Mitsrayim became Egypt? To seekers of the truth, the history of ancient lands is often tied to names that carry deep spiritual and cultural significance. Khemet, Mitsrayim, and Egypt are three names that reveal layers of history about a region central to mankind's civilization and biblical prophecy. Let us explore how Khemet became known as Mitsrayim and later as Egypt, uncovering the truths tied to these names. Khemet, the land of Khem-Ham. Khemet, often transliterated as Khemet, was not only named after the fertile black soil of the Nile region, but also after Noah's son Khem-Ham. According to the scriptures, Ham was one of Noah's 3 sons who survived the Great Flood. Ham's descendants settled in various parts of Africa and the surrounding regions, and his lineage became foundational to many ancient civilizations. The name Khemet, GMT, can be understood as the land of Khem-Ham, marking it as a territory tied to Ham's descendants. This connection between the land and its biblical patriarch reflects a divine order in how nations and territories were divided among Noah's sons after the flood, Genesis 10:6-20. Mitsrayim, the second son of Ham. The name Mitsrayim derives directly from one of Ham's sons, Mitsrayim in some translations, the second of Ham's 4 sons mentioned in Genesis 10:6. And the sons of Khem-Ham, Cush and Mitsrayim and Phut and Canaan. Mitsrayim's descendants established a powerful nation in what we now know as Egypt. In Hebrew, the name Mitsrayim is dual in form, possibly referring to the 2 regions of Upper and Lower Egypt, or the double aspect of the land as both a place of abundance and oppression. This name carried spiritual weight as well. To the Israelites, Mitsrayim symbolized the place of their captivity and affliction. The shift from Khemet to Mitsrayim represents a transition in the land's role in biblical history, from a land of beginnings and growth to a nation tied to the bondage of Yahweh's chosen people. Egypt, the Greek influence. The name Egypt we use today comes from the Greek Aegyptos, alpha, gamma, upsilon, pi, tau, omicron, sigma, derived from the ancient Egyptian phrase HW to Kapata, house of the Ka of Ptah. This referred to a temple dedicated to the god Ptah in Memphis, a significant cultural and religious center. When the Greeks came into contact with this land, they adopted and modified its local names to fit their linguistic framework. Over time, Aegyptos evolved into the Latin Egyptus and eventually became Egypt in English. This transformation reflects a period of foreign domination and cultural shifts, as the once biblical land of Kim's descendants became a hub of Hellenistic influence. The spiritual narrative. Each name, Khemet, Mitsrayim, and Egypt, marks a distinct spiritual and historical chapter. Khemet, the land of Khem-Ham, symbolizing a fertile and blessed beginning. Mitsrayim, the name of Khem-Ham's son, representing a nation of abundance yet also of bondage. Egypt, a name imposed by foreign powers, indicating cultural and spiritual shifts. In Scripture, Egypt is both a place of affliction and a symbol of future redemption. Isaiah prophesied that Egypt would one day turn to Yahweh and be blessed as part of his divine plan. Isaiah 19:21-25. Understanding these names reminds us of Yahweh's control over history and his ultimate plan for restoration. Conclusion. A call to seekers of the truth. The transition from Khemet to Mitsrayim to Egypt reveals a profound story of heritage, identity, and divine purpose. These names hold keys to understanding not only the land's history, but also Yahweh's unfolding plan for his people. May this truth encourage you to continue your journey of seeking, questioning, and uncovering the spiritual significance of the past. Shalom, daughter of Zion Divina Gloria Yisrael.